Hello, everybody. Hi, my name's Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? We're doing Moonlight Bunny. Bunny Moonlight. Whatever. The bunnies are hanging out, talking in the moonlight because it was raining and now it's not. So they're like, well, let's have a conversation. So let me know if anyone's painting with me. Let me know if you're painting with me. Let me know if you're new to Eve's Creations Paint Party. All of my replays are available on YouTube, so I will share my YouTube link. Okay, so Facebook will be 30 days. YouTube is forever. Hit the subscribe button. It is free to do, and it helps me tons. Plus, you get notified when the videos are posted. Okay, so all of my artwork is available on Etsy. Please go to my Etsy page, like my shop, hit that little button too. Hitting buttons doesn't cost a dime, and it is way awesome to be able to show support. So there's my Etsy. It's Eve's Creations Art on Etsy. If you want the original that's on the easel tonight, it would be $50 off, and you just have to direct message me. Okay, and let's see, to send support, right? Anybody who sends support of $5 or more gets their free brushes, so that's amazing. I have Venmo and PayPal, right? Make sure that you are in the correct Venmo, in the correct PayPal. Don't click any other links from any other people, because that is probably not me and some, yucky scammer spammer guy. All of my videos are kid friendly here and on YouTube, so I'm going to try to watch this thing if you guys could watch the comments. Alright, excellent. Whew, I think I got it all out of the way. Let's show what we're working with tonight. Alright, so we have our palette. It is black, white, yellow, and blue. There's no red tonight. No red, okay? And then the weapons this evening, they're already in my water. I have a tiny, he is a small round. I have a mini-me. He is a small shader. We've got a fluffy in the house. He's nice and fluffy. Right, and of course, our all-time favorite, big boy. He's a 1-inch flat. Alright, always the same brushes. You can order brush sets from me. You get all the brushes you'll ever need to do every single one of my videos. You just direct message me and we'll figure it out, right? Because we have to take care of things. Don't forget, direct message me your address. If you do send support of $5 or more via stars tonight, Venmo, PayPal, you get your free brushes. You get Mr. Nifty, right? So, of course, Mr. Nifty is in the house, right? He is amazing for the details, okay? So, make sure you don't miss out on that. Right. Whew, it's roll call time, and I got to give you guys your jolt. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? How you all doing out there in the world? Marsha is here. Hello, Marsha. How are you doing, sweetheart? You got a lot of paint on your painting shirt? I still also have the painting shirts for sale. Those are also a direct message at this point, so make sure you get your painting shirt, right? Eve's Creations Originals with all of the fun sayings. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing, sweetheart? And Joan is here. Hello, Joan. What's going on? And Nikki, what are you doing here? You're not early. You're on time. What's up? Oh, my goodness gracious. And let's see, April's hanging out with us. April, only be on for a part. Wanted to say hello. Hello, April. Yep, so hello. Tina B is in the house. We will have Mr. B in here later. Okay, and let's see. Order the brushes, she says. They are awesome. They are awesome. You were the first one on tonight. Look at that, Nikki. Been sick with a bad cold. That's awful, Tina B. Everybody hands and hearts for Tina B. Helen is watching. She's our watcher in the house. Hey, Sherry, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hands and hearts for Tina B, guys. Sinus infections are the worst. They just knock me out. Knock me out on my patootie. So let's, hands and hearts. There you go, Tina B. Good vibes, sending you some good vibes. There you go. Make sure we take care of our fam, right? So say hello if you're painting with me tonight. There's a lot of people in here, not many names. So if you're new to me, say hi. Okay, all right, got that cruising. You know what I never did? I never put a workable canvas on my easel. So we're gonna have to take care of that. Oh, you've had the same crud for 2 weeks. Oh, man, that stings. Hands and hearts for Sherry, too. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, Joan, take your screenshot. Because I can't show you both at once what I'm working on and the final product. So take your screenshots. You could also get the picture off the event page, off my page. I'm working on a 16 by 20. It is 20 straight up and down, 16 across. If you are working on something different, as long as you're in the general area of the canvas that I am in, you are going to be fine. Your son had a sinus infection. You've been out of work for 3 days. Oh my goodness gracious. That is the worst. All right. So, Joan, you good? Thumbs up. Hey, Dawn, what's going on, sweetheart? How are you doing, sweetie? Hey, Carolyn, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know what Facebook is doing. They were, it was being kind of a pain last week, too. What's up, Carolyn? Joan, you are good to go. Excellent. What's up, Sharon? How are you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing, though? All right, let's switch this out. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Okay. So. It's the almighty blank canvas, but we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. Almighty brushes. Alright. Oh, and I got to give you guys your jolt. It's jolt time. Alright, jolty jolt time. You ready? There you go. This is your first time painting with us. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations family welcome to Sherry. How you doing, doll? I've seen you in the wings, I think, though, Sherry. I've seen you in the wings. Yep. Yeah, we're supposed to get our rain here tomorrow. Now, on the original, I did cheat. Yes. Okay. So you're actually painting along tonight. Excellent. If you need to have me slow down and you need ketchup mustard time, just let me know, guys. Yep, and I'll ask all the questions you want. Okay, so on the original, I did cheat and I used phthalo green. So if you've got phthalo green sitting around, you can easily use that instead of mixing your blues and yellows together and your whites to get a turquoise green color. So, if you have phthalo green, it is in the original, go for it. Okay? If not, that's fine too. Okay, so we'll tap that big boy. And we are going to turn around and grab a blue. And we're going to grab a yellow, a whole lot more blue than yellow, and we're going to grab a little bit of white, right? And you're going to get that phthalo green color. It is a really cool color. What's up, Brenda? Where you been, darling? Hello, Brenda. What's going on? How you been, sweetheart? Where you been? This painting's right up your alley, too, darling. Okay, so I am mixing the a whole lot of blue, a little bit of yellow, and some whites. And we are putting this on. And you want this a little bit thicker. We're going to turn this all into mist. So you want this to be a little bit thicker on your canvas. Okay. Hello, darling. We've missed you. Alright, so add a little bit of extra on there. A little bit, not a lot of extra. A little bit of extra. Okay, and we're going to bring that down. I'm going to bring that down. Alright, we'll add more later. We're just going to get it on here for now. Just, you know, pretty much like the whole middle part. The whole middle part is good. Okay. And if you wanted a little more blue, add more blue. If you want it blue instead of green, don't add the yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to, it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about brush strokes. You don't have to worry about it. Thank you so much, Brenda, for the stars. Now that's the way to make a comeback. Woo, woo. All right, now I'm going to grab some black. Okay, we're going to grab, hey, what's up, Cindy? How are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for the stars. What's up, Jennifer? Cindy just had some stuff going on. Hold on, let me scroll. Let me scroll. Thank you so much, Brenda. I really, really appreciate that. April coming in with the stars is taking you out to celebrate. Nice! Awesome! Everybody send Cindy some applause. That is awesome, darling. I am so happy to hear that. I am beyond happy to hear that. Woot, woot. Yes. Yes. Cindy. Yes, darling. Absolutely. Brenda, you don't feel well either? All right, hands and hearts to every single one of you in here. I can't keep track of who's not well anymore. I know I'm not well, but that's a conversation for another time. I'm grabbing black paint. I'm going to go in the middle here. Okay, we're going to go in the middle. Yes, yes. Okay. So this is where your moon and your little stars are going to go, right? It was a rainy night, and then the moon decided to peek out, and the rain clouds are dispersing, and our little bunnies are having a very important conversation. How do you send the stars? Tina B will help you with that. I don't know what it is on your end, Sherry. I'm sorry. Alright, now I'm going to grab the yellow, white, and blue again, and I'm just going to fill in these corners. I'm just going to fill in these corners, that's all. I didn't even wash my brush off. It's fine. It's fine. And make your black area a little bit bigger than you actually want it, because when you do your mist, you're going to be having a lot of fun with that, and you're probably going to lose a lot of your black area. Hello, 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 Becky. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Everybody's coming in tonight. What's up, fam? What's up? Oh, goodness gracious. Ah, that's all right, Lynn. Anyway, you can get it to work. Becky is here. Woo woo. All right, we got Lynn and Becky in the house. I'm going to need an oxygen tank for this roll call. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're just filling in the green on the corners. Alright, swipe a little back and forth on the black that's on the bottom so it mixes in with your greens. Alright, so I'm going to wipe off Big Boy. Right? Always wipe your brush off first before you stick them in the water. This way your water doesn't become goopy, gobby, goopy, goopy. You're doing great? Awesome, Becky. Nice to hear it. Tamara's in the house. Tamara's coming in. What's up, Tamara? And we have a present to open tonight. That's why we're bringing in Mr. B later on, guys. Oh, those of you doing I went for Moon Glow. So I am very, very glowy. I went to mimic the glow of the moon. Da 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 da. You're working? What else is new? All right. So our very, very lovely viewer, if you want to say who you are, darling, sent a present for Mr. Butters. It says Mr. Butters right on it. So I don't want to call you out, but you can say it's mine if you want to. And I got it today, and we're going to open it later with the B-Man. So we've got presents. Presents for the little guy. Oh, yeah. So we're going to do that before we leave tonight. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you so much, darling. Okay, so very quickly, you got to move to your fluffy brush. Alright, I don't think I moved quick enough. So I am going to put, because you want your green to be wet. So I don't think I moved quick enough, so I'm going to throw some more on top of it. I don't think I moved quite quick enough with everybody coming in. So we want this to be wet. Okay, we want this to be wet. So let me, and I have a cajillion lights on this sucker too. So, all right, there we go. All right, now I'm going to grab Fluffy. We're going to grab our large fluffy brush. And we're gonna, yes he is, we're going to fluff them out. Fluffy! If you want a fluffy, they're in the brush sets. Okay, and I'm gonna grab some white paint. Just a small amount of white paint, not nothing crazy. And we're gonna swirl, baby! And we're gonna swirl. Okay? We're going to swirl all around our black edge. Alright. Okay, now your brush. Hey, Audra, what's going on, sweetheart? Hello, 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 Dawn. What's going on, darling? Hello, everybody. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations family welcome to Audra in the house. That's okay, darling. It happens. We send people to the corner that are late. Okay, wipe off that paint that your brush picked up. All right, dab it off. Grab some more white and swirl again. Okay, and then we're going to swirly do this whole thing. Hello, 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 Elizabeth. How you doing, sweetheart? That's right, Audra. I recognized your picture. You're very, 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 very welcome. Welcome to Facebook land. What's going on? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, sweetheart? Elizabeth is in the house. How's everybody doing? Ooh, we got a nice little stack of fam going on in here. All right, more white paint. And I'm going to swirl. Swirly-doo, swirly-doo. That's all we're doing. Swirly-doing, swirly-doing. Swirly-doing till we can't swirly-do no more. Swirly-doing. Oh, good to hear, Elizabeth. Good to hear. Grabbing more paint. Okay, and we're going to swirly do this whole section in. We're going to swirly do this whole section. Very little white paint. Not very much at all. Very little. And we're not going for it to be white. We're just going for the textures of mist. That is all we're going for. The textures of mist. Okay. All right. I am going to wipe off my brush. Okay, we're going to wipe off the brush. And now, for the bottom part, we're going to grab blue with the fluffy still, blue and the yellow and a whole lot of white. And you're going to swirly do the bottom part. And this is going just to be a lighter than the top. Now, you're going to say, Eve, why did you do the swirly do with putting the color down first and then coming in with the white paint, and now we're doing the swirly do putting the color on swirlified? Well, because I'm going to tell you, the top part we're going to build upon, and we're going to make it really pretty misty clouds. So we wanted that depth. See how it has more of a richness than on the bottom just kind of looks meh, and this looks a lot more rich and has more depth to it. That's because this is actually going to be our misty clouds. This we're fluffifying, so we turn, and fluffifying is a technical term because we're going to come in and we're going to zigzag zoom the grassy areas in here. So I want it to be soft and I want it to be fluffy, but we don't need the depth of colors because we're going to come in with more colors and different brush strokes. See how that's a brighter green? That's because I didn't add that much blue to it. That's right, Audra. We do technical terms on Facebook, too. Everybody welcome Audra. She's from TikTok land. Woo woo. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, anybody else wrist cramping up on them from swirly doing so much? There's a lot of swirly do going on here. Lots and lots of swirly do, swirly do. And your palette should look like a big old mess of mixing all the colors together. So, like I said before, if you have phthalo green, you can totally use the phthalo green. If you have the primary colors, because that's all that is required to do any one of my videos, extra blue, some yellow, and some white, and you will get the turquoisey green color, guaranteed. Whew! That was a lot. Shake it out, everybody. Shake it out. Okay, wipe off Fluffy, put him in the water. Boom. take out Mini Me. Mini Me is the small shader. I call him Mini Me because he looks just like Big Boy. He's the one with the flat or so edge. Right? I'm going to grab my white paint, and it could be dirty with all your greens. That is fine. And we're going to parentheses our moon in place. Now, where you put your moon is very important. Remember the how-to I did? Carrie, I used a brush that I call Fluffy. He's a stiff bristled brush. He's a stiff bristled brush, and his bristles go everywhere. So I coined him Fluffy. I do include him with the brush sets. You get 3 different ones. He's 10 years old, 9 years old. I don't know. I can't keep track of the time anymore, guys. It's been so dang long. But anyway, this is what I used. If you have a stiff bristled brush that the bristles are going everywhere, that's what you're going to use. Okay? So if you have one of those brushes laying around, you can totally do it. Will this link work for you over the weekend? Yes, it'll be on Facebook for 30 days. Everybody, welcome Carrie to the house. Woo-hoo! All right. So, where you place your moon is very, very important. Because, remember when I did the how-to about shadows? Right? We did the how-to on shadows and the cast shadows. Okay? Notice mine are all angled to where the moon is. You're welcome, Carrie. No worries. So, keep that in mind when you're placing your moon. It's kind of important wherever you put it. And mine is not dead center. It is off to the side a little bit. Right? So I am going to parentheses, smaller than what you actually want it to be. Parentheses and a parentheses. Parentheses this way, parentheses that way. Grab more paint, fill and fix. And I wore this shirt on purpose. The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. So keep that in mind. And you are not making this bright, bright, bright white. It is okay that it mixes in with your black. That is fine. We don't want this to be bright, bright, bright white. Okay, so I am just dabbing the colors through. Following that curve. Follow that curve of my moon. Alright, I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. I'm going to grab some of that green and white and everything else that's sitting around on my palette here. I'm going to go into my moon and I'm going to dab those colors in. Here, there, wherever. It's just mimicking craters in the moon. I'm not an astrologist. I don't know where all the craters are in the moon. I just dab some colors into it. Okay. And now I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to grab some more whites. And I am going to dab around where I put those colors. Following that curve. Follow the curve. Thank you, April. You're going to tell NASA on me? Perfect. Perfect. And then you can go back and you can repeat that process as many times as you want until your moon looks the way you want it to look. Right? Let it dry. You can go back in and do it, adding another layer after it dries. Also, there you go. You see a face? You see the man in the moon? Sounds good to me. Wipe it off my brush. I'll give you a little ketchup mustard time. Ketchup mustard time. And if you don't like one of the dark splotches you did, just let it dry. Leave it alone. Let it dry. We could soften it out later with some more white paint. So if you got a big old dark mark in there and you're like, just like that, leave it alone. Okay, then, you know, if you're waiting on me, you can do your stars. I'm grabbing Nifty. Use a small detailed brush, and you just put some stars in and have them make little patterns. Have some be random. So I am just putting them perpendicular and doing a little tap to make a dot. And I like to have them make patterns. I like to make ones bigger and ones smaller. There you go, April. There you go. It's up to you how many stars you want. Don't put your hand in your moon, because that'll be the next step. Make some lighter, make some darker. Putting your hand in the moon isn't your next step. It just means that'll be my next step because I'm not paying attention, and then I will get a whole moon print on my hand. So it is not part of the steps. It's just part of what Eve usually winds up doing, because I'm messy. Okay, there we go. One moon with a galaxy. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm going to let that dry, and then I will show you how to soften it with the white. Okay? Not me. No, not me. I'm not messy at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Must be some other artist out there that just gets paints all over her place. Eve Original, darling. The inspiration, I don't know if you know the one girl on, there was an artist on TikTok that did a, hey, let's all paint our own renditions of this painting, and it was a park with a path, and it had like a dog and a man. Well, the man was walking the dog, whatever. But anyway, so the path and the grassy park and the mist all came from that photo that she posted. And then I just schmoozed it the way I do. So alright, time to mystify. I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, fluffy. Okay, I'm going to make a darker area right in here. So I'm going to grab more blue. I'm going to grab the most microscopic amount of black you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, he did one too. Alright, I'm going to dab, dab, dab. I'm going to grab a microscopic amount of whites. So it looks like that color. And my path is going to be here. Very light, very small amount of paint. I'm going to mystify in this darker area. Now, the original paint I grabbed just did like this whole thing. Because I am just moving it around the canvas. I got to there. Now I need to grab more paint. So when I say a little bit of paint, I mean a little bit of paint. I do have the Eve style. I have my style. Colorful. Very colorful. Right, lots of colors. The original idea was like a grayscale, so of course I had to add colors to that. All right, we're gonna dab off our brush. Just dab it off, and I am going to grab some yellow now with the blue, yellow and the blue, right, to get the turquoisey. I'm going to grab some white. I'm going to smash, smash. Check my color. I want it to be lighter. And we're going to swirl a lighter area in here. Alright, grab some more paint. I'm going to swirl a lighter area in here. Start at the bottom and swirl your way up. So by the time you get to the edge, it's softer. Okay, now I don't have any paint left on my brush. See, hardly any. I'm going to go around the edge And I am just going to soften the blue and the green together. Very small amounts of paint, guys. I can't stress that enough. If you have goopy gobby, too much paint, you're going to wind up with big mushy messes. It's an extremely small amount of paint. Like, there is no thickness to this paint. Okay. Now for the top. Going to the top. You're going to grab your white paint that's already kind of got mixy in it already, and that's okay. You're going to dab, right? Dab off the excess. You're going to go to the area that's surrounding the moon, and you're going to do swipes. Little arch swipes all the way around. Okay, now you're going to wipe with your paper towel. All of these steps are important. Everything I'm telling you, it's very important. Wipe with your paper towel. Take all that excess paint off of your brush. And now you're going to go in with these swipes, and you're going to soften them out. Just like that. If you want it brighter, grab a little tiny bit more paint, go in and do it again. And I'm talking a tiny amount of paint. Like, see, there's like hardly any paint on here, guys. This is the stiff brush. This is the fluffy brush. Yes, Carrie. This is the stiff brush with the bristles that go everywhere. He's our fluffifier. All right. Put him in the water. We're gonna take out the big boy brush. All right, so big boy is a 1-inch flat. 1-inch flat. You're gonna make a dictionary with all my words on it. I have the shirts that have my words on it. Tina B's got a shirt that says fluffy on it. I have the more you play with it, the bigger it gets. We have other ones. I have a whole bunch of sayings. And everybody's getting paint shirts. And Joan has one, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see. Oh, your name just flew out of my head. You ordered a special size and a red one, but I don't remember what the saying was. Okay. 6,000%. 6,000%. 1,000% works too. Whatever those are. Alright, so we're going to turn around and we're going to make a dark turquoise. So we're going to grab a whole lot of blue. Put the brush down. I have leave it alone. I do have leave it alone. And I have I like it a lot. So we're making a dark green, right? A dark turquoise. And I'm loading my brush up and I'm keeping a nice chiseled edge. Leave it alone. And you're going to come back in here and you're going to zigzag zoom. And then you turn your brush the other way to soften it out. Don't scruff with this brush. Once it starts making that scruffy noise, stop. You don't want to scruff. I'm just very simple swiping back and forth. If you don't want as many lines, you do it so the brush is flat. If you like the separation lines, you do it so the brush is side to side. And I'm letting the paint run out as I work my way further down. Do, 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 do. How y'all doing out there? Chilling? And adding that mist on the bottom part of this canvas makes this look very, very, very soft. Okay, and now when I hit to about a hand's worth left, I'm going to grab some white with that color. And just go up, go down, go up, go down. Every time I watch you, I think, what is she doing? And then boom, there you have it. Shazam. I like that. Shazam. Okay, and you just go up, go down, go up, go down, and marry the color that has the more white in it with the darker color. I am moving a little quickly tonight. There is a lot of pieces to this painting. Okay, so if you're painting along and you can't seem to keep up, that is okay. I do this, Facebook needs to be timely because it goes on to YouTube, and nobody's going to click a video on YouTube that's over 3 hours long. So we try to keep this. I have no paint left on my brush. I am just no paint, and I am just softening all that out. Grabbing Fluffy again, and I'm going to come. You do not spend enough time on your background. Well, acrylic paint is all layers and layers and layers and layers and layers, and we did a whole bunch of layers to build it up to this point. Grabbing the white paint, taking most of it off, and over here on this side, Start in your corner, because that'll deposit most of the paint, and then work your way out as there's less paint on your brush. And once there's less paint on your brush, you do the edges. Swirly-doos, 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 swirly-doos. If you want it brighter, grab more white. All right, whew. We painted a lot. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you so much for the stars. If you're not sure, the stars are $0.01 each. I also have PayPal and Venmo to be able to send support. All of my videos are free. I really like to keep it that way. And Eve needs paint, something fierce. Just throwing it out there. And canvases. I know it looks like I have a lot, but these are all gessoed, and this is going to be gessoed. I don't have any brand new canvases. I don't have anything that is just brand new that I could take out of the packaging. So, that being said, let's do let's do one more thing. We're going to dab in more white into our moon. So I'm going to take Mini Me. I'll take Tiny. So Tiny is a small round brush. And I'm going to grab some more white. Again, thank you so much for the stars, Carrie. Gesso. Yes, Gesso. So my mom is kind enough. I have paintings that I'm going to cover up. So I bring them to my mom, and I gave her a big tub of gesso, and she gessos over them so I can paint on them again without having the original paintings. Like, you can still see it, but it adds a great coat to where once I put the full coat on it of paint, you're not going to see any of that background anymore. Alright, white paint. Follow that curve. I'm going to go around my outer edges. Crisp them up. Not where the dark areas are. I'm going to go in the center. I want that nice and bright. I'm dabbing. I'm going to wipe my brush off. And I am just going to dab this on and soften up the edges on the dark areas. So I'm softening the edges on the dark areas. Very little paint on my brush. I'm just moving around the initial paint I put on there. Then I'm going to grab a tiny bit more white. Oh, good night, Carrie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much for the stars, Audra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that a spider on the ceiling coming down? What spider? There's a spider? Because that's creepy. I don't see a spider. Where's the spider? Thank you so much. Why am I covering up the flower? Because I have one for sale on Etsy already. I'm grabbing some more white paint. And I am just brightening up the center. Very small amount of paint. Oh, cheese and crackers. I don't see a spider. Was it a big spider? And grab a little bit more white paint. I'm going to put it in the center. And I'm going to dab it out. Following that curve. Not going in my dark areas. And then I have my moon. The spider wants to paint. Oh, jeez. Great. I actually leave spiders alone in my house. I mean, I do vacuum up the cobwebs, but they can stay wherever they're going to stay unless they come in my personal space, and all bets are off. It was right where I was grabbing the canvases. Oh, goodness gracious. I guess she'll show up later and freak me out. Alright, time to put our path in. Now, you guys want to do yourself a favor and make sure you save yourself some path color, because if you completely screw up your bunnies, you will have the gray color saved to be able to paint right over them. But gray is very hard to rematch, so save some of your grays on the side in case bunnies don't cooperate. So, swirl, tap, dab, and big boy. I'm going to grab my white. I just grabbed clean white paint. I'm going to grab my white. I'm going to grab my black. Right? We're going to swoop. Holding my brush up to the canvas, I'm just going to swoop in the path as it goes towards the edge. Swoop. Alright, we're going to keep this area small. And zigzag zoom it bigger and bigger. As we get to the bottom. I want to zigzag zoom the edges so it looks like it's going into the grass seamlessly. Okay, so that's why I'm using the small edge of the brush, and I'm zigzag zooming these edges so I don't have to worry about painting the grass to where it meets the path. Tiny little jaggedy edges. Tiny little jaggedy edges. Oh, yeah, he is? That's hysterical. Well, I'm not necessarily afraid of them, but they're creepy and they're crawly. So let's just say we're not the best of friends. Oh, is that what it is, Audra? Okay. Okay, so jaggedy edges, see? Right, now I'm going to grab more white paint. I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to grab some more white paint. And we're going to zigzag zoom down the middle. Very small up here. Very small. Right? If it starts to blend out into your black, grab more white. And then get bigger as you come down the path. And you can turn your brush the other way. Soften it out. I'm going to take Mini-Me with some extra water on him because my paint dried super duper fast. And I'm going to take it with the extra water and do zigzaggy zooms to have these two getting more water again. So the sides and the middle marry together. And it's just going to soften the whole thing out. I'm dipping one dab. Grab more white paint. Zigzag zooms, you got it. Zigzag zooms, that's on a shirt too. Thank you so much for the stars, Tina M. Thank you guys so much. Zigzag zoom, that's all there is to it. I'm just grabbing white paint now, and this is, and I'm doing exactly what Audra just said. I'm zigzag zooming. And there we have our moonlit path. There we go. Moving right along, it's tree time. Guys, if you want a little more in depth on how to make trees, thank you so much for the stars. Wow. Thank you guys so much for all the support and the love. Appreciate that. There you go. There you go, April. So that'll work. If you want more on how to do trees, there's a how to paint trees on my YouTube channel. It's one of the first ones. So, you see Baby Eve painting trees. Cheers, everybody. Let's do some roll call. We have Sharon in the house, Marcia, Kimberly, Joan, Nikki, April, Tina B, Helen, Sherry, Dawn, Carolyn, Elizabeth, Brenda, Cindy, Jennifer, Lynn, Becky, Tamara, Audra, Dawn, and Carrie are in the house. Awesome. How you all doing, guys? April, you're hanging tough. Good job. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to add some trees. All of this is dry now. Right? All of that is dry. The trees back here are small. The trees up here are bigger. Anne is in the house. Oh, yeah? It's lagging? Thank you, Carrie. What's up, Anne? You're still here, Sherry? Awesome. Awesome. Hi, Anne. What's going on, darling? Oh, awesome. Yeah, just hang out with us and relax. That's all. And don't, I'm moving along, too, because we've got a present to open. Oh, that sounds good, Dawn. That sounds excellent. Okay, Sherry. That works, too. You got a snowstorm, Penny? Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support and for hanging out with me tonight and all the stars and the Venmos and the PayPals and thanks. For real. Like, seriously. It helps a lot. Presents are always fun. That's right. So, I want to make sure we have time to do the present and I'm not getting too far. I do. I will post it right here for you, Sherry. I posted it earlier. It is on my event page. Also, on the event page for tonight is the link, and I will give it to you right now. This way, you don't have to worry about nothing. Thanks, Tina M. I almost got a t-shirt, but you couldn't find it. Okay, April, thanks. Alright, swirl tap that big boy. Make sure he has a razor sharp edge. If you can't get it, I need more paper towels. My paper towels are all green. I wonder why that is. Wonder why my paper towels are all green. We need some more. Thank you, Tina M. Thank you so much for your kind words. Sharing is caring too, guys. Alright, if you can't get a nice fine edge, you do a little wiggle do. And that will give you a cut you like a knife. Razor sharp. We're going to go in and we're going to do gray. So, it's darker gray for the back trees. Now, plan your trees accordingly because they are spaced out for a reason. A certain way. Okay? So we got this little guy back here. We got another little guy. and a little friend, and then there's enough space to put the big one. Okay, we have this guy here, up here, and then enough space to put the big one. So make sure, aw, thank you, Penny. You guys, aw, thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right, so make sure you are planning where you're, pay attention to where you're putting your trees. So, I am going to grab white, I am going to grab black, I am going to pull my paint along my palette, number 1, to check my color, number 2, to keep that a sharp edge. I'm going to put my brush directly up against the canvas, perpendicular, okay, and I'm going to pull. This guy is small, and he's right next to the path, okay? Faster you pull, straighter it's going to be. Once you have that initial line, and then leave it alone. Because he's supposed to, as I touch it again, leave it alone. He's supposed to be small. Alright? Leave it alone. And you want him to stop like right above the misty area, the lighter misty area that we made. Okay? Next guy, redo your brush because the edge isn't cut you like a knife anymore. Probably shouldn't say that. Isn't razor sharp anymore. Right? So redo your edge. See that? Okay. And you're going to come in and we're going to put the one next to it. Keeping in mind, right, that I got a big guy going right here. He goes down a little further. All right, Sherry, I will. Thank you so much, darling. It was very sweet of you. He goes down a little further, straight up against the canvas, and pull. Just like that. And you want him to go above the lighter misty area. Press a little harder, you can make them a little thicker. Okay? I'm going to put my big guy in there because I have a lot of paint in my brush and I don't need a chiseled edge. So we're going to drop the big tree in. Alright? He goes right next to this guy and he goes right off the canvas. So you're going to start down here and you're going to pull. Faster you go, straighter it's going to be. Right? I'm going to wipe my brush off. Get all that excess paint out. I'm going to grab some white with that gray. And I'm going to make this guy lighter. Okay, and I'm going to give him an extra branch. Okay, Don't make your branches too thick, because if these are really thick on top, you got to make the trunk thicker. I'm doing a wiggle do so I get a sharp edge on here. Right, there we go, the big guy. Okay, and then there's a little guy right here. So I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to wiggle do it on my paper towel. Get that nice crisp edge again. Grab my darker gray. He's lined up with the other one over here. Let me move you so you can see what I'm doing. That could help. Seeing is kind of important. Okay, he's lined up with this guy. There you go. Now we're going to go on the other side. We have one here. We have a bigger one on the edge here. Okay, and then we got the big guy in between them all. Lighter paint this time. I'm going to split him, so I'm going to start over here and bring it in and shoop, straight down. And over here. The more you play with it, bigger it's gonna get. You guys see that, right? You guys saw that, right? Okay, now I'm going to take Mini-Me, take my gray paint, and I'm going to round the bottom. Right, I'm going to take Nifty for the guys in the back, the small detail brush, and round the bottoms. Now, I shared on my page, any of you in Facebook land, YouTube land, Anyone watching the replay, go to Eve's Creations Paint Party, my Facebook page, and I shared the templates for the bunnies. How do you use a template? So what you do is you print it out for yourself. You print it out the size that you want your bunnies. Okay, there's two ways you can do it. You can cut the bunnies out, use the actual bunny, put it on, trace around it. Make the bunny smaller, so once you have your tracing, you can go and adjust and everything else as you're filling it in. Another way to do it is you get your bunny, you cut it out, but instead of using the bunny, you use the paper that has the cutout, and you could dab the paint and use it like a stencil. So you can either use it as a tracer, right, using the actual bunny piece, or you can use it as a stencil using the actual paper piece. This is the first time Eve has ever given you guys a template. Ever. And I gave you a template for two reasons. Number one, they're small, so there's not much wiggle room if you make an error. Number two, they were tricky for me. And if they were tricky for me, they're going to be tricky for you. So that's why you got your templates. Okay? If you don't like the bunnies that I did, you just put in Google images, bunny silhouettes, and you will get a whole slew of different bunny silhouettes that you can do and try that you might like those better. So it's completely up to you. I'm going to show you how to do them freehand because that's just the way I am. But you can use the silhouettes. I know, right? I gave you guys tracers. I have not done that ever. But this guy kind of came out like a George bunny. A little bit. He's a bit girthy compared to the other two guys. That was the first one I put in. So he was looking a little Georgy. He was looking like a little big stocky dude. So I was like, you know what? Because they're small, so you don't have much room to correct. Also, like I said, hold on. Yep, George. He's a George. His name's George. He's George. If you screw them up, take your gray color, just wait for them to dry, paint right over them, try again. Or, like April already said, you don't have to do the bunnies. You can do, she's doing her husband and her grandson. You can do something completely different. You don't, so it is completely up to you and what you would like to do. That is your world, your creation. So what we're going to do first, though, is we're going to take Fluffy and we're going to put in, I did not, Tina M. I went to Monmouth University. I'm going to grab my blue. Thank you, Sherry. I'm going to grab my blue paint and I'm going to do small fluffs. Okay, and then I'm going to do bigger fluffs. And it's okay if you go over your tree. You can go back later and clean your lines up. Okay, going to grab more blue. Fill that in a little bit better. Oh, there you go. And the guy on the end, he gets the same type of puffs as the guy next to him. They're twinning. Okay, I'm going to take a damp paper towel and I am just going to clean those lines up. Or not. I'll wait for it to dry and go over it with the gray paint. Okay. Grabbing more blue. Get this guy over here. He's a little bigger because he's in front of these. He's a little bit bigger because he's in front of this guy, right? So he's like these guys. And I'm just letting it bounce and play, that's all. And this guy, he's bigger. And like I said, don't worry about the big tree. Once it dries, you can go back in and fix it. Now I'm going to grab smallest, tiniest amount of white. And dab the white on the edges. Here, there, not everywhere. Here, there, not everywhere. Okay, I'm putting the first dab on the outer edge. And then once I get less paint on my brush, I'm working it into the middle a little bit. Light, light, light taps, guys. Light, light taps. Alright, bunnies. Bunny time. It's time for the bunnies. Oh, yeah. It's bunny time. Okay, George. He's the biggest guy. Right here. Can I show you both at once? Alright, there you go. Gonna grab my black paint, make sure it's not goopy gobby. We're going to make a rectangle with angles. Tiny, 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 guys. Same angles. Then you're going to put a triangle on top of that. Then you're going to follow this right here. Put a little piece sticking out. Go down about halfway. Put a little piece sticking out as a curve. And a little foot. Follow this around about halfway, put another little foot. Follow this up this way, put a tail. This corner, you're going to round this triangle out. Everything's small, guys. Everything's small. You're going to round this out, round that out. Bring it in. Color it in. When you color it in, you're going to pull that side out a little bit at a curve. And you're going to soften that line right there. There's a little curve here. Once you have that, you're going to follow this up. You're going to put an ear. You're going to put a half a ear line there and then angle it. Good night, April. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. This is a long one. Gotta get off it. All right, Becky. I'll see you later, sweetheart. We're almost done. Probably another 10 minutes. Okay. And there you go. You got a bunny. Now you take mini-me with extra water. You follow where your moon is. And whatever direction that is, you're going to put a little swish swish here. Take some paper towel. Soften it out. Bunny, you're trying to get me. Alright, we need the bunny on the other side. He's the trickiest bunny, by the way. We're going to do our rectangle. We're going to do a triangle like this. Okay. You're going to go here, put a piece out, and a little foot. You're going to soften this, swoop it around, put your little tail. You're going to put a cheeker on that side of the triangle. You're going to put a cheeker on this side of the triangle. You're going to follow this out, put an arm. And you're going to color it in. You're going to round this point out. And you're going to put an ear this way. Whoop. And an ear this way. Whoop. Curve that on the bottom. Curve that one on the bottom. And you got bunny number 2. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you. He's a little more simple. Where's my moon? Follow it down. Whatever angle your moon is at, that's the angle of the shadow. Okay, bunny number 3. Moving right along. We're bunny-fying. We are bunny-fying. Okay, again, you're going to make your rectangle with your angles. This angle is a little more flat. You're going to make your triangle like this now. You're going to follow this down and put your tail. You're going to follow this around and put your foot. You're going to put a hump here and put another foot. You're going to put an arm and an arm. You're going to soften this, color it in. You're going to connect this with a curve. You're going to swoop her that way. Round this point out. Okay, Tina. I'm going to put an angle up. An angle up. I got to make sure the gifter is in here. If she's not in here, then I know you're all excited, but I'll do a video of it instead. I don't know if she's still in here or not because we're going on for a minute. And there is your third bunny. Again, I'm going to follow where the moon is. And that is where your shadow goes. A little extra water so you get see-through black. If it comes out too dark, you can always take your paper towel and dab it lighter. Okay. Oh, all right, you're here? All right, awesome, sweetheart. Okay, we will definitely do that. And the last thing I have to show you guys on the painting is your cast shadows on your trees. So, we're going to take Nifty, and we're going to take a brush, and all of your shadows need to follow the angle from the moon. So I'm going from the center part of the moon, right? There's my tree. Okay, center part of the moon to where the tree is. That's the angle of your shadow. Okay, and you do the same process for all of your trees. Center part of the moon to the tree. Center part of the moon to the tree. Okay. Alright, Dawn, we will do that as soon as I show the cast shadows. Okay. Center part of the moon to the tree. Center part of the moon to the tree. And there you guys go. There is your bunny midnight meeting. Okay, you can always soften these out if you don't want them as stark. And look like me. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed this painting tonight. Thank you so much for the stars and everything else. I don't have anything else to instruct to you, but we are going to open the present for Butters. So, let me get that situated. And, if you're leaving, have fun and go create. And thanks for hanging out with me. So, and then we'll do the present. Okay? All right, Dawn, you ready, sweetheart? Get the paint off of my hands. Let me lower you guys to Butters level. There you go. Hey, now you're at Butters' height. You're all the way down there. Butters. 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 Where are you? Come on in, buddy. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, baby. You got a present. You got a present. Yes, you got a present. Want to see what's in it? All right. This is for you. Yes, it is. This is for you. Yeah, are you excited? Huh? Are you excited? This is a present for you. Yes. I'm sure you will, Dawn. I'm sure you will. Oh, boy, boy, boy. We love you. And Dawn and Maggie and Ma and everything else. Yeah, this is for you. You want to see what's in it? You want to see what's in it? Huh? What's in here? Oh, what's in here? Hey, we don't play with that. Oh, we got treats. We got treats and you got a toy. You got treats and a toy. Huh? You want the toy? Oh, you want the toy? Alright, let me get the labels off of it. Let me get the stickers off. Hold on. Hold on, let me get the plastic off, buddy. Yeah, what do you got? What you got, huh? Is this for you? Is this from Dawn and her fur babies? Huh? Is it? Okay, hold on a second. He's trying to grab it before I got the labels off. Oh, yes. I mean, you're going to knock the camera over. Now he's trying to grab it from this side. Okay, say thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he's off. Now he's going to run around with it. You want to see? Where is he? Hold on. There he is! Woo! Well, that's the best I can catch for you because he's very, very, very excited. That was very, very sweet of you, Dawn. Thank you so much from the Fluffers. The treats I will leave in the studio. to be able to give them the treats when we do our videos. And you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for all your support and your love tonight and everything else. And he just ran by again. Did you see him? Oh, goodness. Butters! Butters, what you got? Butters! I don't know where he went. Anyway, everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for the stars, Dawn. Thank you so much for the present. Thank you guys so much. Here. Have an amazing evening. And I'll see y'all next Friday, okay?